Hey friend, welcome to my channel. My name is Jordan and I'm a stay-at-home mom of 3 boys if you're new here. I just wanted to share with you today some wisdom and just tips that I pulled from shadowing a homeschooling mom of 6 children. So I have some notes here that I wanted to share with you and also a scripture. The first one, don't sweat the small stuff. I've heard this before from other homeschooling moms when they're little, especially. They did a lot of play while I was there. That was mainly what they did. She worked with her 5-year-old some on like formal curriculum, but the younger kids, the 3-year-old and 2-year-old, they were just kind of hanging out and playing. Even the 5-year-old didn't really super do a ton of curriculums. I don't know if you're into the Enneagram, but I'm a 1 on the Enneagram, which means that you're the perfectionist if you're a 1. It's hard to try to be perfect all the time. But this mom that I shadowed, she actually happens to be a 1 also, is what she shared with me. And so watching how somebody who has a very similar personality do homeschooling, watching how she does that and with 6 children was really, really cool to watch. And she actually goes to my church. So this is a side note, but if you are not a part of a church, church is a great way to meet other homeschooling moms and to just gain wisdom from them. And I would highly recommend doing the same thing that I did, where you just ask them if you can come and shadow their day. It might feel a little weird because you're going to be just kind of like entering into their home and watching them do their job basically, but it's really sweet and you can gain a lot of wisdom from it. I'll go to the next one. This was actually my point. Shoot. Okay. It's totally okay to have some structure in your day. So being somebody who loves and thrives off of structure, it was cool to see another mom doing her homeschool stuff with structure, that it doesn't have to all be this very like whimsical, unschooling, zero structure, kids guided. Like, I think there's a lot of good in that, and we do some of that in our day too. I really need structure, and also my oldest, he needs structure too. He's wired that way. The next one, number 3, parenting and discipline can change over time. So it's okay to be trying different kinds of discipline. I was asking her about discipline because it's something that we have been struggling with since we became parents, or really since they became defiant children. It's been really, really hard to figure out what works with parenting. And I've just realized that it's just never going to look perfect. I'm never going to find this perfect formula. I think that God created it to be a changing process. Like, our kids are changing and we are changing. So I think that was something really cool that I learned from her. She did things differently with her older kids than she does with her younger kids now. If you did something wrong and then you want to change it and try something new, that's okay. Or at least that's what I'm telling myself. This is the biggest thing that I learned from her. Homeschooling comes with sacrifice, and a lot of it. That's not just homeschooling, that's also being a stay-at-home mom. Being under one income in the family, it comes with a lot of sacrifice. So being okay with not getting this perfect new car that is massive, or the best, whatever, you name it, there's always something better that somebody else has. It does require sacrifice because we're sowing into something that's so much greater. I think that was really neat for me to just like hear from her that it has required sacrifices from their family, and it doesn't always look aesthetically pleasing. That's another thing, because I love aesthetically pleasing things. Like this little bullet journal, which I just like absolutely adore. I love it. I love everything about it. I love that it's pink. I love that I've added these cute little tabs. I love all the cute little pens that I use with the cute little highlighters with different colors. Like, I love aesthetically pleasing things, but not everything is aesthetically pleasing, and that is perfectly okay. I think that we overcomplicate homeschooling. I used to, in the beginning of my homeschooling journey, I was buying tons of stuff. Buying things did not create the homeschooling, but I think that we can learn a lot from Philippians, where Paul talks about contentment. This is Philippians 4:12. It says, I know both how to make do with little, and I know how to make do with a lot. In any and all circumstances, I have learned the secret of being content, whether well-fed or hungry, whether in abundance or in need. I'm able to do all things through him who strengthens me. Paul, by the grace of God, somehow figured out how to be content in all circumstances. I'm pretty sure Philippians is when he was in prison. I think he wrote this from prison. Here are the practical things that I learned from her. So one of them was using a special snack or special toy to give to the younger kids while the older kids are homeschooling or vice versa. Another thing she said was she did TV time for the length of a movie in the day and a little bit of song time or Super Y or Daniel Tiger, because those are still educational. Daniel Tiger's really heavy on learning about emotions and things like that, and then Super Y is reading. I feel like I need permission when it comes to TV time. For some reason, that might be stupid, it probably is, but another tip that she gave me was letting your kids work with their hands while you're reading aloud to them. Another tip that she gave was the Daniel Tiger parent app. So it's called DT Parents, and it's a free app, and it has all the little songs that they sing on their episodes. I've been using it with my 2-year-old, so if we're getting in the car and he's throwing a tantrum, I'll just click the Daniel Tiger app and turn it on, and it's when you feel so mad, when you wanna roar, take a deep breath and count to 4, and it's really good because it genuinely does calm him down. Okay, and then another one was for math. She used just playing cards, which I thought was really cool. So she'll do high card, low card. So I guess war would be another good game for that. One of the things that she tells her kids is you can say anything to me, but you have to be respectful, or you have to say it respectfully is what she said. So those are the things that I learned from shadowing a homeschooling mama of 6. I hope that you gained some tips and wisdom. Don't forget to click that subscribe button, and I'll see you on the next one.